Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States. We are in the most important peace conference of the world. So this is, okay, I'm going to equate this to the post-World War II era peace conferences with the Soviet Union and the US and Britain, and how not attacking the Soviet Union right away led to the Cold War. So I think we just end up grinding our way back into the fight with Europe. But the way that all this territory breaks out post-war is going to matter for where we get our alignment. So, because they've already attacked us while we were attacking Russia again, so we have a war goal against them. So that's the situation. We have apparently 50% of their stockpile of like the Russians. So that's going to help our equipment situation a little bit. They probably have no IFVs though, so that's not going to matter. Okay, yeah, so this is what I thought. So Europe got back all their territories around us here. We have to take this. This is demanded. Have to have that. Everything that we have to take is going to be pretty much coastal. The reason we want this, I don't care about that. They can have that. Not terribly big up there on that region. Oh god. I hate this already. I don't care about a lot of this southern region here in the Caucasus region. But I do care about a lot of our eastern regions here. So first off, we want Manchuria. Everything here we're demanding. I need the access to the resources right away. I don't care about that. Kazakhstan, we want that for sure. Oil's less important to us. Precious metals, though. Yeah, the Ukraine. Oh man, Europe having Turkey makes this almost impossible to control. I'm really not big on it. I just want Kazakhstan for the raw materials. So precious metals and steel and everything is like super nice. Yeah, so what are we demanding right now? Most of Siberia needs to be ours, so we need to demand all this. Just for the naval like area. I actually don't care about these islands, even if Europe takes them. But Siberia needs to be ours so that China doesn't have any means of getting there. That's a lot of light metal. Rare. There's oil out the wazoo right there. I'm looking for light metals like this. And then I want a Russian puppet. That's what I want. Puppet Russia. And what is this place called? Volgograd is going to be where I want them to be. Oh god, there's a lot of Could y'all have more provinces? This is crazy. I'm sure I passed it. Belgorod is there. There it is. And then we have 93 left. So I might just add these islands so that they'll come into our territory as puppets. Just kick them out. Alright, let's submit that. Puppet Russia, we want to demand that. So we're going to close. So what did we get and what is contested? Okay, so we got everything East Russia on our first click. So we got the puppet here. Let's go back to taking states. So let's see what is available resource-wise here. How close do I need to be? Alright, so definitely want this, and that. I don't really care about the oil unless it's aligned with this. Oil. Tajikistan has precious metals and stuff. What about Kyrgyzstan? Yeah, less important. Okay. What about Turkmenistan? No, we're gonna go back to Russia. What's left? So these islands, puppet of Russia. Let's see, Northern Front. Yeah, this is all oil. I can't have Europe have that much oil. If I can avoid it, I want to grab those. And then I want steel connection here. Yeah, because if I can reduce this front line to something much more manageable, that's perfect. Yeah, we definitely want that. That's more rare resources. Oil. Alright, so I imagine Crimea for the military significance. This will let us get a little bit of a foothold ahead of time so we can have airfields here in Ukraine. And then I have 300 more. I definitely want that. If I could, yep. Grab everything we can. We're going to demand all of this region. I don't care about these borders. This would be nice for another front with China. But we're going to submit that. Okay, so what is contested? We're going to demand everything that's contested here. I'll probably end up releasing Kazakhstan later. Just because I want to puppet them. But that'll be much later. Okay, so what is US territory right now? Europe's expanding too far. This would be really hard to kill. I would rather take most of this Ukraine region. Even though I couldn't really supply it, it would allow us to do some damage. Okay, so what is separated? This is contested. Definitely still want that. The USE wants this. We're contesting this. We're not contesting that. Puppets, puppets, puppets. Start with puppets. Where is Ukraine? We're gonna puppet Ukraine. Turkmenistan. Where is that? There's Tajikistan, Moldova. That's right, Moldova's here and all that. Let's look at this. And select that as a puppet. Satellite Romania. So there's Romanian land somewhere? I don't know. Kazakhstan. Looks like there is one territory left. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Kyrgyzstan. I just need one of each of these at the minimum. We're gonna take that. Tajikistan. That one. Turkmenistan. No, it's Uzbekistan that's the big. That one's already gone. We've already got Kyrgyzstan. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me get rid of those. Alright, so then we have 300 score left. So I can compete for this region. I do want to take this. And also that. Okay. We're going to demand everything here. I want Ukraine as a satellite right in the middle between us. So that's all demanded. And we need... We need this. We have to take this. We're not forfeiting any of this territory. We're going to keep that. Yeah, so we want all that demanded. Looks like we have the puppet on Russia. Proper. We're going to mess with them. We're going to demand this. I don't know what all these breakaway regions are. There's resources here. Let's look at Russia proper here. Looks like they would be very, very, very spread out. I want this. And that. That's rubber. Let's take that. More oil, more steel and oil. More oil. We want to take all this. I don't really care what happens to these countries. We can deal with this later. They can be free. We can own one puppet and split them for joining Russia. That's perfectly fine. What is this? Nothing. Yeah, it's oil, oil, oil. A lot of steel and rubber. This would give us a forward front next to Ukraine we could attack from. That's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and take the Belgorod region, Kursk and Bryansk. And we can use this as kind of like a forward operating area. And we'll take the whole Donbass region as well. Hopefully with puppet action. But we could connect this through here if we can get this going. And this too. Yeah, they can just have that rubber. I don't really care. The Urals here. Definitely more of the how I want to see this laid out. We want this. And then here, that is our puppet. Honestly, I would rather have all of this if I can. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And just contest everything. And then we'll demand. We're going to make massive demands. And we're going to demand all of that. Okay. So where do we sit? Like, that's European. These are European. This is contested European, US. They did capitulate on some of this, not all of it. Oh no, we definitely want the puppet for Ukraine. So let's go through what we can. So let's get here. We need one puppet for Ukraine, which I think I'm going to take as this northern section. And then just because everything's a mess, I'm going to start demanding territory. And we'll unify this way. Oil. Stuff there. Luhansk. And everything. I really don't care if they have like a small sliver there. Let's go ahead and submit that. And demand all that. Okay, so we are going to have to give up some stuff around now. That is not something we can give up. This is, we can give this up. We'll forfeit here. Oh, somehow, what is going on here? Oh, it's making us reselect everything. Alright, so we definitely want those. And that. Looks like they did forfeit a lot of this. Yeah, Ukraine is going to be the problem. All contested. Definitely want this Whole Caucasus region. I don't want to fight through here again. And we can surround our Russia puppet. I'd rather see these connected. And this would be basically an encirclement over this. This whole region is contested. Yeah, that can get unified. I'm not big on that. In Kiev, make it a puppet. And I guess we can puppet that as well. Okay, so we are contested right now. We demand all of these things. Looks like we will have to give up some. Probably here. Here. Oh. We want to take these. Definitely want those. This connects our whole region, so we definitely want that. Rostov, it's just territorially too strong. Looks like Kiev is a puppet. We did get this. We do want that. Definitely need this. Don't really care about the oil if they want the oil or the seal there. So that's up to them. Belgorod, Kharkiv, and this area though are questionable. Yeah, let's see if we can get Puppet Ukraine more. If we want this. Probably want all of that. And we are short. These are the contested regions. Alright, so I had to take one. Right? Definitely want that. I really don't care about that. This being puppeted needs to be puppeted. Definitely care about those. Honestly, I'd rather have this. Maybe not that one. Yeah, those seem lame. Oh, did I miss? Yeah, I don't want them to have the naval base. Dear God, no. Yeah, and I want that oil. Definitely give me that naval base, man. You must give me the naval base, sir. Yeah, I think we're demanding. Are we short? I will give up something. I will fully give up this. Alright, so what else are we giving up, though, to make that happen? Oh, so they freed Dagestan. Oh, we're giving up this naval base. If we take this region? Well, let's see here. Kursk. Where is Kursk? Yeah, they still have 2,000, so they saved all what they have to grab this for the light metal. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna demand this. Ah, forfeit it. I don't... No, can I demand it? Cool, so we did get it. We are gonna lose this to a puppet, probably. They saved too many points. We don't have enough points. Um... Yeah, I'm actually fine with this. We got most of Russia for our efforts. Perfectly fine with that. My game doesn't break. Okay. So let's see what we have here. So this is an independent republic. This Republic of Central Siberia. So that's fine. Komi here, also independent. So I can justify against them to take those resources later on. Or I can passively act like a uh oh. I can act like a of an investment firm and invest in them. And just push that with political power. It's not a puppet, so that's good. Ukraine has been broken up. They literally got broke up into about 50 states. Um, let me see what I'm at risk of attack. So yeah, that's just an independent region. Right here. So there is a puppet here. This is a puppet. So this Russia puppet, if we go to war, is my biggest risk. And this is our territory. Okay. Okay. So the question is, do we start a war with Europe right away, or do we wait to upgrade some of the units and replenish? And some of these are exiled. That makes this even worse. I guess we need to kind of like coalesce our forces, see what's exiled, what's not. Let's see where everything goes. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. Just make sure they all go somewhere. We'll just line them up. Kind of in our central area here. Marines should all be good. This Russia is our puppet. Okay. How many puppets do we have? We have a ton of political power too. So the secret for this is we're just gonna suppress our subjects right from the get-go. Pay off, dead as well. Yeah, our money is not as powerful. We lost all that territory from Europe and the breakaway regions here. But our resources... not having the tech metals sucks. Okay. We lost quite a few technology metals. Let's see what we're missing. That's oil. What do we need to integrate? Is it Turkey? Turkey had a lot of them. Turkey did have a lot. Then the Baltics, not too bad. If we can take Italy, we'll be in a much better position. And then a lot of this is just because it's annexed territory with no claim for core. We're just getting reduced amounts. Okay. On the plus side, I don't need all this mess now. Oh, God. We're 40 minutes in. I have only done the peace conference. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean fleets need to be fixed. We have a bunch of our frigates and carriers and stealth destroyers built and subs, so I need to realign the Navy. Next episode is going to be that. We're just going to do an assessment real quick before we go to war, because I'm immediately war decking Europe. I am. Basically going to get our units back here. I do think that is the only way we're going to win this. Though they look like they're almost healed. They're all full supplied for the most part. A lot of these are right over here, but actually maybe they aren't. Maybe they are partially supplied. Yeah, let's check these out. There, a lot of them are damaged. These are not though. I wonder how big their navy is after being able to build up. Egypt is another thing I want to control. Check out Egypt. They are guaranteeing the independence of other nations. They're Western aligned, so we can integrate them pretty quick. We're going to spread our influence to Egypt. I don't think that Turkey... Yeah, so our oil in the Middle East is safe. Ooh. All right, let's get over here. So we need SAMs. I'm sure we've made some SAMs, right? Have we not? Oh, there's two pages. I was looking specifically here, like tunnel vision. Is that at the top? Nope, that's minimum 3s. (2015s). 2025, but not the 2035? How did we get to this position? We're just not making them? Let's check production out. What are they called? Yeah, SAM 2035. We're just not making them because we don't have the metals. Okay. Attack subs. Missile subs. We're gonna cool it on carriers. There's no reason we need to be making that many. Not of the 2025 model. Yeah, equipment wise, we're just missing everything. As one would figure after a world war. Yeah, anti-air. Let's see European fighters, how they're doing. I think they've lost some, but they've recovered. They've had time to recover, which is the biggest problem. Like, a lot of our air wings are going to be damaged. So the question is, Europe going to recover faster than we can? Probably. Can we get our forces in position fast enough? That's the big issue. So, Marines... Yeah, I would actually want some of these here in America. I need all that political power anyway. Yeah, so let's go ahead. and get some of the naval invasions ready that we're gonna need, like right here. We would need this one. And then one there. Something there. These, I would actually want to attack like Spain. This is really difficult because of how frustrating this is going to be. So let's get these Marines back from Asia. And we're going to put them here. So we're going to actually use our Marine divisions to take out Turkey and Greece. And the Baltics. Let's just see where we can get our troops. This division here. We can have hold the line. Ah, no, that's not where we want them defending. They'd be able to hold here. These airborne units. I'd rather use them for airborne drops, but this will work too. We'll just have them up north there. There's too many European units. That's insane. These exiled divisions, I really need them out of there. Alright, primary divisions. Yeah, so our main forces here would actually be able to sweep through the northern flank. I just don't know if we could defend this without a secondary force. And once we get all these back up, we're going to redeploy our primary armies. And we're going to go toe-to-toe with Europe for the end game. Yep. Okay, so let's see how Fortress Serbia is right now. We do have a bunch more we need to build. Cover all that. Definitely want all that. All right. Get all these forts built. I don't think there's any possible way we can make the full distance trip there, so I'm going to keep our Marines over here. And F-35 program, that's the one I was forgetting to do. Let's go ahead and do it. I forgot to complete it. That's pretty lame. No, we're not. Are we going to war with NATO? Is that what is in our cards? So is Germany, Hungary? Who's left in NATO? It looks like it's Germany and Hungary. We don't have a faction because we're cool. No. What do you mean our NATO partners? We're not a part of NATO. We're our own thing, guys. All right. Well, I'll stop recording here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this episode or series of episodes has been pretty interesting. It's about to probably go even more insane because I think NATO is going to declare war on us due to our Russia plans. Anyway, catch y'all in the next episode.